Today I'm going to talk about meditation. There's as many different ways to meditate or to work your mind or your mind-body connection as there are ways to work out, to work your body. Um, Meditation means a lot of different things for a lot of different people. But what I found is that most people aren't really looking for like spiritual enlightenment. That's not really the goal. They just want to make life a little bit better. They want to have better concentration, be happier, those sorts of things here. I'm just going to talk about some different kinds of meditations and things that I've found that work really well, especially if you fall into that category of people who say, I can't meditate, I don't know how to meditate, or whatever. So, my background was in Buddhist meditation, like Vipassana. I've worked with, done breath work. I've done, sorts of hypnosis and NLP, different kinds of like coaching styles. But really, what I've started to find, put together, is more kind of embodiment practice. So, breath work, feeling into the body rather than taking yourself out of the body, has created a much better mindset for me, and also it's led to more concrete results, right? And this is really what most people are after. I'm not talking about just like floating around blissed out all the time but nothing really changes in your day-to-day life. What I'm interested in is not just feeling better but seeing results day to day. So breathwork has been one of the most important keys for me, and then also understanding what I was trying to get out of it, get out of meditation, and how to approach that. So, your classic idea of meditation is to sit there, cross-legged, close your eyes, and empty your mind of all thoughts, right? Which is a great ideal. But on the other hand, most people don't have the time to spend an hour in the morning, hour at night sitting there meditating, trying to find that inner peace or spiritual enlightenment. Great goal, but most people don't have time for that. That's not what they're really interested in, right? And I found when I was doing a lot of this meditation, what was happening was I was escaping from my body. I'd be off in my own little world and be this little bubble of peace and happiness, and it would feel amazing. But not knocking that in any way. It was beautiful, but at the same time, when I go back into day-to-day life, right, it'd be a case of trying to find that zen, right? And I'd always get those situations where I would be unable to clear my thoughts, right? I would be swept away. I would be unable to find that peace. Started doing just the breath work, focusing on just the breathing, right? There's a lot of benefits in that too, because this is concrete, it's real. Your body and your mind are deeply connected, right? Your body stores physical emotions, the physical imprints of the emotions, which in turn affect the way or colour the way you're thinking, right? If you imagine someone who's been battered and broken by life, and they walk around and you can see they're literally physically carrying the world on their shoulders. Just go down the street, watch people walking past, and you'll see them, people hunched over, walking around like this, or people who are proving something to the world, all puffed up. Your body influences the way you're thinking, on a much more simpler take. You can look at looking at the mind as a part of the body. They don't exist in isolation. If you have poor blood supply to your brain, right, you're going to have less oxygen, you're going to perform less well, so on and so forth. And all these things are interconnected. So breathwork has been a huge part of that for me. What really kind of started connecting all the dots and started giving me the best results though was meditation as a method of connecting what's going on in here with outside, and with what's going on outside in the world. So something we can talk about as embodiment or embodied meditation, like body scan meditations, or however you want to call it. So one of my teachers talks about an ancient Native American tradition. Right, you have two paths. One is to go inwards, and this is like the classic style of meditation where you go inwards and you're observing your feelings, the sensations in the body. Or there's the path of going outwards into the world, which is getting stuff done, right? And supposedly in these tribes, you would have the medicine men who went inwards. You'd have the braves, the warriors who'd go outwards and make stuff happen. But to be considered as a tribal leader, you needed to have a twin pathway. You needed to be going in as well as going out, right? So you needed to be looking in both directions. And so a lot of the meditation that I've been doing, right, and you can meditate in any way. It's not just about clearing the mind, it's about being at peace, feeling, awakening the body, understanding better everything that's going on, and essentially not just being able to find peace when you're sitting on your mat on top of a mountain, like surrounded by silence, but also when things are going crazy. Now, in this current climate, it's not about ignoring or pushing away. Like, this is like the opposite of meditation. It's not about escaping from all of that. It's more about, can you sit with the reality? Can you sit with the thoughts in your head, not get swept up away with them? Can you feel like the physical imprint in your body? Like, if you're anxious and stressed, it creates like a physical response in the body, right? This is why when people get stressed or anxious, breathing starts getting more shallow, laboured, right? When you're at peace and you're resting and relaxed, like your breathing slows down, it comes more from the belly. You have different, like your body responds like to your emotional state and vice versa. So the more you try and ignore, push away these things, right, the more they end up stored or locked in the body and not getting processed, right? That's where you get people who are chronically stressed, chronically anxious, stuck basically in a permanent fight or flight response. So the first step, really, whatever you're looking to do, is to learn to feel your body, right? Learn to really be present with it, learn to be present with your mind. So if your thoughts are racing and you cannot still your mind or clear your mind of thoughts, that's great. That is your starting point. It's not about what I've seen a lot of people do, like start watching their thoughts, trying to block them all out, and every time a thought comes back and they start trying to push it away, right, and they get more and more frustrated. So let yourself become still. Let yourself feel your body. Let yourself feel your thoughts. Let yourself feel the room around you. Okay? What I'm going to do is start posting videos on meditation, on breath work, which my teacher taught me as a meditation for people who can't meditate, and then movement, embodiment work, stuff that takes you into your body and creates this kind of balance. Instead of being locked up in your head all the time, just thinking about things logically and being unaware of what's going on, you start to see behind the veil and start to understand where your thinking is being influenced by what's being processed in your body. It's like wearing sunglasses, and everything is tinted by what's going on in the body. If you're in a constant state of fight or flight or stress or anxiety, right, your mind is going to start filtering everything through that, and you won't even be aware of that necessarily. Okay, so the more we become aware of what's going on, the more control we have over that. And so it's not just about shutting down the head, it's about awakening the body and learning to exist with ourselves in a degree of harmony. So I hope that was informative. What we're going to do now is start looking at different things.